I pulled my Honda Civic into the guest parking lot of Azure Heights Resort, watching my mother's Mercedes and my sister's BMW glittering proudly in the VIP section like trophies I never won. The resort stretched across 15 acres of pristine lakefront property. Its glass and stone architecture shimmered under the afternoon sun, polished to perfection, much like everything my family pretended to be. I sat inside my car for a moment longer, hands still gripping the steering wheel. My heart beat loud, steady, almost rehearsed. That I wasn't just here for a reunion, that I was here for a revelation. There she is, my sister Vanessa's voice rang out the moment I stepped out. Her tone carried that same sugary sweetness she used whenever she wanted to hide the bitterness beneath it. She strutted toward me in heels that probably cost more than my monthly salary, her blonde hair perfectly curled, her designer purse dangling casually from her wrist. Late, as usual, she added. That I forced a smile. Traffic. Mom appeared behind her, wearing oversized sunglasses, a pearl-white jacket, and that expression that never quite hid her disappointment. You could have at least parked properly, she said, glancing at my Civic as though it personally offended her. It's a parking lot, Mom, I replied. Yes, she sniffed, and yet somehow you still make it look messy. I ignored her and led them toward the entrance. The lobby smelled of jasmine, marble polish, and money. A pianist softly played near the grand staircase, filling the space with delicate notes that felt too elegant for the tension brewing inside our small trio. I'll admit, Mom said, raising her chin, the resort is acceptable. Better than the usual places you choose. I didn't bother to answer. That we walked toward the private dining hall I had reserved. The moment the door closed behind us, the atmosphere shifted. The lights dimmed softly, the table was already set with silver cutlery and crystal glasses, and everything felt too quiet, too intentional. Mom and Vanessa sat down. I remained standing. All right, Vanessa sighed dramatically. We're here. You practically dragged us to this lake resort miles from the city. What's this about? I inhaled deeply. This isn't just a family dinner, I said. We're here because something needs to be addressed. All of us. Vanessa rolled her eyes. Is this about money? Because if it is, let me tell you right then, it's not about money. I cut her off sharply. Mom crossed her arms. Then what? Your job again? Your issues? I reached into my bag. My hand brushed against the envelope inside, a thick one, heavy with truth. My pulse quickened. This, I said, placing it on the table, is the reason I brought you here. They exchanged a glance. Vanessa's eyebrows furrowed. Mom's lips tightened. What is that? Mom asked, as if afraid of the answer. Proof, I said quietly. Proof of what? Vanessa snapped. The truth, I whispered. Silence wrapped around us like a cold hand. Vanessa leaned forward, tapping her nails on the envelope. Stop being dramatic. Just tell us. I didn't move. Open it. Mom sighed impatiently, snatched the envelope, and tore it open. Papers slid onto the table, documents, photos, records. Her eyes scanned the first page, then her face turned white. Vanessa reached over and grabbed one of the papers. Her smile slowly faded. What is this supposed to be? She asked, voice shaking slightly. You tell me, I said. Mom pushed her chair back. Where did you get this? I've been investigating for 6 months. Mom's eyes widened. Vanessa's mouth hung open. You're lying, she said weakly. This can't be real. Oh, it's very real. I pulled up another chair and sat down slowly, deliberately. You two hid a lot from me growing up. The favoritism. The decisions made behind closed doors. The secrets whispered when you thought I wasn't listening. But this, I tapped the documents, this is beyond that. Mom swallowed. I don't know what you think you know. I know everything. A shaky breath escaped Vanessa. You shouldn't have dug into this. Someone had to. The soft music outside the hall played gently, in complete contrast to the storm brewing inside. Mom finally broke the silence. What do you want from us? She asked quietly. The truth, I repeated. Every detail. Every piece of it. No more lies. Vanessa slammed her hand on the table. You don't understand. Oh, I understand perfectly, I said, leaning closer. You both built a life around secrets, and now, now you're terrified they're unraveling. Mom's voice cracked for the first time in years. You have no idea what you're doing. Oh, but I do, I replied softly. And today, everything changes. Vanessa stiffened. If this gets out, you'll destroy all of us. I stared at her calmly. Maybe some things deserve to be destroyed. Mom's hands trembled as she placed the papers down. Please, listen. No, I said firmly. This time, you listen. Their world was collapsing, and I was the one pulling the thread.